How's it going? This is live from the Pines, Week 13 college football. It's only a party of two tonight, just me and Trey. We're just going to chop it up, talk about last week's games, all the craziness in college football this week.
There's a
How
lot.
to get it going. But how's it going, Trey?
I'm good, glued to my phone because I don't. I well, it's 10:45 their time now, so I don't know what's going to happen in Gainesville.
I don't know what's going on Instagram, but yeah, I feel like every hour or two I check my phone and it's like a different rumor with Lane Kiffin. He's going to Gainesville. He's staying at Ole Miss. He's going to Baton Rouge. His family's flying everywhere. It's what do they call it? Flight tracker season, coaching season. It's I wouldn't call it fun exactly. It's fun for about 2 days when you're in it, and then you're like, all right, I'm ready to get it over with.
Yeah, I am like mentally exhausted from the ups and downs of what's going on. I can't. I don't. I don't know. I don't. I don't know. That's all I can say at this point. I know what I want, which is Lane Kiffin in Gainesville.
Yeah,
We'll get to that when we talk about what happened last week, and
yeah. Sadly, I have some experience in coaching searches, but
so do I. So do
yeah,
I.
you do. But we can start with week 12. What do you want to start with? The 11 a.m. slate,
Uh,
Oklahoma, Alabama.
there was a good game Friday. Clemson barely pulled it out.
True.
But yeah, I mean the biggest game was. Yeah, I would say the 11 o'clock slate was
I would say it's the most entertaining game.
which one?
The 11 o'clock A&M. I don't think it was the biggest one of the week, but
It wasn't the biggest, but I knew with the new play caller for South Carolina because what they got rid of Shula or Schumer, whatever his name was,
yeah,
that haven't seen the offense, so you don't know what to expect. I didn't think it would add to or end up being 30. That would be the difference.
well,
So
23 is a fumble recovery for a touchdown, but
still,
yeah, no, that it was probably the worst half of first half football. Even Elko said he's like, that's the worst half we ever played since I've been here as a defense coordinator. I mean, it was like we were playing bad, but it was also like every bad bounce, every bad thing you could have. Like we had what two missed field goals, one after a interception that we ran down to the 5 yard line. The dude he throws a KC the next play, drops a touchdown, misses a chip shot field goal, um, and then we had a backwards pass returned for a touchdown, 40 yards by a D tackle, carrying Marcel on his shoulders. Um,
yeah,
yeah, it was crazy. I was telling the group chat. I mean, I was texting. I was like, it's a wrap, 30-3. Like,
that's what
but
I when the last 2 minutes them scoring 10 points, I thought,
and they
okay,
were about to score another touchdown,
yeah,
very end of the half, which
we were
but
we were at the high school game. Shane Sepulveda drove his travel trailer down there, not a travel trailer, RV, and forgot the little Roku stick, so we couldn't watch the game. So everybody was glued to their phones, and then we had to go in pretty much at halftime. Jalen and I to get the broadcast, and I was like, we were both like, it's a wrap. This is over. Like I had it turned on my phone like under us so we could keep up with it, and then next thing I know, we're 2 quarters into the game, and I looked down and it was like, oh, it's like 23-30.
it was 30-3. We got the ball out of the half. We scored pretty quick, and then they started driving down, and it was like a 4th and 1 on the 40, 35 yard line of our 35. Like they could have kicked the field goal, but Beamer went for it. And just if I'm Beamer, I'm QB power, Lenoris Sellers, something with Lenoris, but they just do a handoff shotgun right up the middle, get it stopped, and then we score right off the bat. But we literally tied the game up with 10 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Like it wasn't. You would see that score and be like, oh, they must have came back at the last of the fourth quarter, last second touchdown, field goal. Like no, they regained the lead with 10 minutes to go in the game.
Yeah,
It was just an all-time collapse by Shane Beamer, and I'm surprised that he's still at the job right now.
I
think it might have to do with just how many openings are there right this offseason. It's like, who are you going to hire?
Pretty much. I mean, I don't.
But I mean, Marcel, it was the worst first half I could ever see. Like, he was, I don't know if you saw his interception, but like he was sailing it, he was underthrowing it, he wasn't running it. We couldn't run the ball. We had like -9 rushing yards at half. And then I don't know, I don't know what he did at halftime, what kind of voodoo stuff Elko told him, but I mean, he just came out ripping it. I mean, they said they just went up tempo in the second half, and he just kind of wasn't thinking, just kind of flowing. But I mean, he ended up throwing for 440 yards, I think, and 3 touchdowns.
Yeah.
So I mean, yeah, that first half causes some concern, but I think battling back like that kind of outweighs the negative, in my opinion. Like, I see Brandon Walker, like, he's saying that like A&M should be embarrassed by that game, and they should move them down and all this stuff. I'm like, I don't know about that one. Like, I think the positive outweighs the negative on that one.
It wasn't great. It was an entertaining game to watch. I'm sure being there would have been insane.
I know, I almost went too.
I don't know how they did it, but
it was wild too, because you would think some people would leave at halftime.
Nobody left.
Like, it was completely full. It was like 105,000, 11 o'clock.
Dang.
Yeah, but it was crazy. And then we got Sanford this week, but we can stay on this last week of games. And what we had, Bama OU.
Yeah, that was an ugly football
23-21.
That was just ugly. I mean, I think Alabama almost outgained them 2-1. Let me look at it.
I think it was like 400 yards to 200 something.
Yeah, it was.
And I caught it kind of late. Like, I turned it on a little late. Literally the first play I turned on, Oklahoma had a pick 6. I think they had a fumble and another pick in the red zone. Like,
yeah, it was. They outgained them 406 to 212, but it's the 3 turnovers. That's what killed them. And like, some people were trying to argue, well, obviously, if this game's played again, Alabama wins like 9 times out of 10, but they didn't. So you got to look at it. I mean, it was ugly, and giving up 400 yards, that Oklahoma defense still looked good. I mean, they just had Ty Simpson in a pretzel. It was. I mean, they were on the field for a lot, so I don't. The game was just ugly. It was just ugly, and I thought that was the only one to pick, though. You. So I thought they were built to give Alabama trouble, and they did. And Alabama kind of looks a little soft. So.
Yeah, I mean, Bama really couldn't, even before this, they weren't really like running the ball well versus the good teams. They're kind of just like pass heavy.
Yeah. They can't.
Sampson had looked pretty good out of this game, like besides this game. But I honestly thought Bama was going to win by like at least 10 plus, honestly. But
yeah,
I mean, Brent Venables masterclass, kind of is what you call it.
If they don't have 3 turnovers, then probably. But
I mean, Mateer threw for 138, no touchdowns, and then Ty Simpson 326, touchdown and a pick. I think Mateer is still like, I don't know. I think he's that thumb with his thumb. I think that's still like, he hasn't really been
something's not
same.
right.
Really hasn't been the same since that surgery. But Bama's kind of sitting pretty now. I mean, who do they finish it off with?
Auburn.
Auburn, and they have a cupcake this week.
Oh, let's see.
No, they play Missouri, and then
they have East Illinois. Oklahoma plays Missouri. They play East Illinois. So yeah,
that's why I said Missouri.
Cupcake and Auburn.
But Oklahoma has Missouri and LSU.
Yeah,
so they're not to the barn yet.
They got Mizzou and LSU to finish it out, but that wasn't quite as shocking as, well, if you would have talked to our other 2 cohorts, the Georgia-Texas game, the outcome there.
The outcome, yeah, I mean the point differential, yes, but I thought Georgia was going to win, but the ass whooping that took place in the fourth quarter, yeah, I didn't see that one coming.
I did.
I saw it coming, but not like that.
I think I said, and I quote to multiple people, Georgia will handle them.
I mean, I took Georgia -4, but
yeah, it was. I didn't have any doubt in my mind, and people are saying that Texas can still beat A&M at the end of the year.
Even if they do beat us, there's no way they get in.
That's a whole different discussion. They need a lot of help to get in, and I don't even know what could possibly happen for them to get in.
I mean, yeah, if it was a field goal game or a touchdown,
I don't even think then a 3-loss team into the playoff, just I don't think is going to happen.
Because they lost by what, 25, right?
Yeah.
Like now.
I mean, you had in front of them at this moment, Georgia Tech with 1 loss. If they do what they should be in the ACC championship game, they got to beat Virginia this week, right?
And then Georgia.
But that's it's a non-conference game, and they could.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
So I mean, I just don't see even if they do lose to Georgia, getting into their conference championship game, they play Miami. So whoever wins that game's in. Miami shouldn't lose.
Would they play Miami?
Huh?
Would they play Miami?
I think so.
Who did Miami lose to? SMU and
the standings, ACC. Well, so they got to beat Virginia. That would knock them down to 2 losses. Well, and SMU. So they play. I just don't see them losing.
Yeah. No, I'd like to see Haynes King in the playoff. But no, I don't. 9-3. I don't see it because you'd have to jump a 10-2 team.
Like a 9-3 Texas, are they going to jump Oklahoma?
No. Even though you have a head-to-head with them, they're 10-2 and better wins. Because they would beat LSU and Missouri if we're talking that they would be in discussion.
And then you've got, in the Big Ten, Oregon plays USC this week. They'd be 2 losses. I don't know if they're playing Oregon State next weekend or not. But you're going to put them over Oregon?
No. I'm pulling up the playoff rankings, so.
Yeah, but the conference
they're not getting in over Notre Dame. They're not. Yeah, there's no way. Because they would have to get in the top 10 at least. So
Oregon and USC is pretty much going to decide their fate in this game. They're not going to get to a conference championship game, but they'll be right in the top 10.
I think a 10-2 Oregon gets left out though if they lose to.
If they lose to USC, then USC.
Who have they beat if they lose to USC?
They haven't.
They beat Iowa. That's their only ranked win.
Yeah.
They beat them.
But Iowa's not ranked this week.
Yeah.
So it's. I don't know. I don't see a way to get in. That you got to leave too many people out. Unless there's absolute carnage in the Big 12 in the next 2 weeks, and something weird happens with the conference championship game.
Unless and Ole Miss maybe lose to Mississippi State.
And what you're not even factoring in is if Michigan beats Ohio State this year.
Ohio State would still be it.
It's in Ann Arbor. Michigan's sitting there at 18. Someone's going to drop past them this week with what's happening. So they'll be number 15-ish playing the number 1. And if they beat them, they're in the playoff.
Yeah.
There's no way you're leaving a Michigan team with 2 losses compared to Texas 3, and they just beat the number 1 team in the country.
Yeah.
So that just seems like a no-brainer. I don't think they get it. But
I see some Texas fans saying that they should remove all strong out-of-conference.
Don't lose to Florida.
Opponents. It's don't lose to Florida. I mean,
We're terrible.
that's
Terrible.
the loss that's holding you back right now.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I think they were saying like, well, we've lost to 2 top 10 teams. I'm like, yeah, well,
Yep.
you got a bad loss in there. But
Ole Miss played the Super Bowl on Saturday.
what'd you say?
Florida. I said Ole Miss played their Super Bowl against Florida on Saturday. So
yeah, I thought you were going to pull it off for a little bit.
Well, it's what happens when you don't score in the second half.
All this lane stuff. I saw the spread like drop like 4 points Saturday or something. I thought something was a little fishy going to happen.
It's 24-20 going into the fourth, and it's poor play by DJ Lagway again.
Really? I didn't really watch any of it.
Yeah, I mean it's not great.
Do you think he's QB1 next year no matter what?
Is he the one?
Do you think he's QB1 next year no matter what?
I don't know. I don't know at this point. I really don't.
I don't want to bring up Lane because that'll bring up a whole other thing. We'll talk about that later. But what's the? I guess we talked about Georgia, Texas. I mean, onside kick right there was kind of ballsy by Kirby.
I loved it.
Did you see him running on the sidelines with his fucking like his
arms
down?
Yes. Talking about his big cojones.
Yeah. And they were like, I saw something with like Texas like we practiced that all week. I'm like, well, y'all ran backwards, but no, that was because I saw Sark was like, we literally didn't run an offensive play for like 2 or 3 drives, and then it was like what was it, 14-10? 14, and then no matter what, it was like 28-10 when you blink your eye. But yeah, it was a great Saturday. It went from all-time worst to all-time great in a matter of hours.
Yeah. Yeah. This
it was about to be an all-time worst Saturday if we lost to fucking South Carolina.
That would have been bad. Then they would have put a lot of pressure on this Texas game. But now, who cares? You lose, you're still in.
I mean, we still would have been in 10-2, but
I don't know.
It wouldn't have been a sure thing. What coming up this week? We can switch to that. Missouri, Oklahoma at Norman. I saw Bo Perbula is questionable.
Is he questionable?
Yeah.
That makes it interesting, man.
Because the freshman, I didn't watch their game, but I saw Amari Hardy had like 300 yards, so I don't know if the quarterback had to do much. But he must have had a better game than when he played us.
They're a run-first team. But I think in Norman,
it's got it minus 7.5 OU right now.
Yeah, I think it's going to be another ugly game, but OU should win that one. I don't know if they cover if Perbula plays, because that'll definitely open up things for Missouri again.
Yeah,
because they played the same game against Alabama that Oklahoma did pretty much, and if Missouri makes 2 separate fourth down stops on separate drives, they win that ball game.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think it's going to be a good.
Oklahoma's defense is pretty salty, so they can probably kind of.
I
don't know if they can stop.
They're probably the best in the SEC.
Yeah, probably. I mean, you wouldn't say Georgia.
What they can do up front, that linebacker they have, what's his name?
Lewis.
He's a psychopath.
Yeah.
He's fun to watch.
And then Bowen's pretty good, too.
That's one of 2 ranked matchups this weekend. About it.
But yeah, I got OU in that one as well. I think USC Oregon is the only other ranked matchup, I think. With Oregon
minus 9.5.
9.5 in Eugene.
Yeah.
2:30 CBS. I don't know about 9.5 though, because Oregon really hadn't. They've looked good at times, but they've also looked not as good versus quality competition after that.
Yeah, who did they lose to? Was it? It was Indiana then.
They lost Indiana 30-20.
I don't know. In Eugene,
USC's playing. They're playing pretty good ball though right now.
Yeah, Oregon beat Iowa in that ugly football game with that bad weather. USC is playing good. That Iowa weather just seems to follow them. USC kind of played the same game last weekend, but I think Oregon gets it done. 10 seems like a lot, but in Eugene,
I would pick USC plus 9.5, but Oregon to win.
Yeah,
is what I would go to.
Texas has got Arkansas. This is one
trap game.
It's not really a trap game. Like Arkansas is not like
they're not a 2-8. They're 2-8, but they're not a 2-8 team.
You take away Notre Dame, you take away that game, they got handled, but every other loss has been within a touchdown. Heck, you can add them up. Ole Miss beat them by 6. Memphis beat them by 1. Tennessee beat them by a field goal. Y'all beat them by 2. I guess Auburn. That was 9. But they lost by 1 to LSU, 3 to Mississippi State. Just heartbreaking after heartbreak. And Taylor Green is good.
No, he's pretty good. He looks better than last year. Their defense is just trash.
That's the problem. So I don't know.
They might be checked out now, with it being like fucking week of, the last to the second to last game. But let's see what's the spread at. Minus 8.5. Over and under 57.5.
I think I'd take Arkansas on the points.
Yeah, they play at Austin, right? Yeah, 2:30.
Yeah, at DKR.
I don't know. Taylor Green, they could do something. I don't think Anthony Hill's playing.
Yeah, he's got a hairline fracture from what Jalen said. So, I mean, that'll be a good game.
I don't know. Texas might just run it on them, though. They might just be able to just score at will.
Possibly.
With Arch. They had a lot of drops, though, in that Georgia game. Texas.
Yeah.
Wingo, I mean, he's pretty good, but he had a lot of drops.
He did.
But yeah, I'll go. I don't know. I would say Arkansas to cover, but
I think Arkansas covers.
I don't know. After Texas got their ass whooped last week, they might be trying to make a little statement. Hopefully, they're not looking forward to that matchup next week.
They got to do something if they're going to be argued against Notre Dame to get in. Notre Dame beat them by 40, so you got to beat them by 50.
What was the score of the Notre Dame game?
Notre Dame beat Arkansas like 46-15.
Jesus.
40 something to 15, I think, or 16.
Yeah. No, they can't lose it. Texas can't lose this game. If they go, would that be 7-4? Shit. They might be the new Texas 8-4.
They could be. Y'all could send them to 8-4. Y'all could send them to 8-4 last week of the season.
That'd be fucking amazing.
You know how much fun that would be?
12-0 and then send them to 8-4.
Sending them to 8-4.
After all the 8-4 jokes I've took over the years.
Yeah. I mean, think about that.
But
I was trying to find the video of I think it was like late in the first season with Sark when they were like,
you talking about like if I'm in year 4,
yeah,
and we're sitting here, yeah, I saw that.
3 losses, then I'd be worried. Well,
yeah.
I'll be worried.
I guess he wants to hire an offense coordinator. I see a lot of Texas fans that are.
That's why he got there. It's not it's the offensive line's fault.
Yeah,
it's
I don't know. Maybe they should have went in the portal or something.
Like, Arch is good. The running back group is okay. Their wide receivers are good.
I mean, Wisner was pretty good last year.
Their offensive line is not good.
Their offensive line was good last year, yeah.
That's the biggest difference.
Which I said before the season started.
I think we both did. but someone doesn't want to talk about it. Sean Clinch was just on here and said, I don't know how people put them as the number 1 overall preseason with how much they lost. He's like, I don't get it. You can look at that team and see that they're not the number 1 team in the country.
Well, now, yeah. Hindsight.
You could look at them then. I mean,
do you think, I don't know. Was he saying that before week 1?
I don't know. Hindsight's 2020. There's a big game in Gainesville.
Oh, is there?
Not really, but it's Tennessee comes down. The last 5 games that Florida's been a home underdog, they've won.
The last 5?
Last 5 home underdog games.
What was y'all's last home game?
As an underdog?
What game have y'all not been underdogs this year recently? What are y'all
3-7?
Y'all beat Texas at home. Y'all beat. What are all y'all big games been on the road this year?
Yes.
Yeah.
We were at LSU when they were number 3. We were at Miami when they were number 4. Texas came to home as number 9.
Beat y'all at Ole Miss?
At A&M. At Ole Miss. At Kentucky.
Y'all lost to Georgia.
That's Tallahassee.
Georgia.
That's Tallahassee.
What do you mean Tallahassee?
Neutral.
Y'all played Jacksonville.
Yeah.
Jacksonville, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, Jacksonville.
Gotcha.
But they're going to have to move it. Yeah. I mean, it's the last 5 times they've been home underdogs. They've won. I'm saying it's going to happen again.
I might just take y'all plus the points in that situation. I don't know about money line.
Caleb Banks is back this week. Although
who's that? Damn, it's only -4.5.
Exactly.
And it opened at 3.5.
Can we get to the coaching stuff?
Yeah.
I mean, I opened Twitter and it's messages.
All right, yeah, I think that's it. The coaching carousel is going crazy. There's a lot of openings, but there's only one coach that I keep seeing all over my For You page.
Well, that's because what everybody wants. Everybody wants Lane Kiffin.
Yeah.
I take that back. Everybody wants Dan Lanning, Marcus Freeman, and
well, he's the one that's attainable.
But they're staying.
Apparently, Dan Lanning has some like Phil Knight Nike buyout or something in his contract.
Yeah, it's insane. Like, there's no way he's moving. But I don't.
First off, I want to hear your top. I want to hear your top 3, 4, which I know Lane Kiffin's at 1, but who's your like plan B or C?
Lane Kiffin's at 1. Lane Kiffin's at 2. Kane
Don't set yourself up for heartbreak.
Lane Kiffin's at 4, and then Knox Kiffin's at 5. That it just is what it is. Like, that's who the fan base wants. That's Scott Strickland's one job is to go get him. Lane Kiffin's not staying at Ole Miss next year. I think that's abundantly clear. He could have said something. He's not even saying he's staying. There's an extension on his desk.
Some coaches want to wait till after the season, though.
Yeah, fuck all that.
That's what I thought Elko was going to do, but
no. I mean, it is, and it could be like I say that.
It's just some Lane Kiffin shit if he did all this.
This could be Lane Kiffin's biggest troll job, the most fun he's ever had by just going against the grain. And it could be a whole Jimmy Sexton ploy of getting him paid $15 million a year at Ole Miss. And like I don't know. Like, I'm 60-40 he leaves, he stays. Honestly.
Yeah, I'm definitely past 50% that he leaves.
I'm 60-40 he leaves, he stays.
But I think it's Florida. I think if he leaves, it's Florida, and then that's it. Like, or he's staying.
Yeah, he's not going to LSU. LSU is a complete dumpster fire. Like, it's still LSU. Like, all things being equal, like, if the governor hadn't just fired the head coach and the athletic director there, LSU's probably a better job than Florida. Florida's got to compete in state with Miami and Florida State. LSU doesn't have to compete with anybody in state. And in their backyard is a top 5 state for high school football. Like, it just is what it is. Like, you've got Florida, Texas, California, maybe Ohio, and then LSU or Louisiana and Ohio right there. So, I mean, it
like 80% of all LSU big players are going to LSU. I mean, Louisiana.
If you grow up in the state of Louisiana, you don't grow up going, hey, man, I really want to, go to Northwestern.
Some people do leave,
or go to Louisiana Lafayette.
Le'Veon Moss is from Baton Rouge.
So, people leave.
But it's very rare. It's
very few. You grow up wanting to be a Bayou Bengal, and you've got the talent there. In Florida, it's a different story. Like, you grow up, if you're in the southern part of southern part of Florida, like, you grow up a Miami fan. It just is what it is. That is. So, it's definitely not like LSU year in, year out the top 5 job in the country, except for probably the way it is right now. With everything going out, they fired Brian Kelly, but they didn't fire Brian Kelly. And so I don't like it. He's going to be the highest paid.
Messing up their image completely.
The thing
is, but like
no
their
one in
in terms of like administration, because you got the governor all involved, you got no president, you just hired an AD, and then you're
taking money from
and then they said hospitals. He said he was the full-time AD. Then they backtracked and they went like this, and now they're saying they're not going to pay Brian Kelly what was in his contract. Like,
I don't know. I don't get it, but I think he either stays at Ole Miss or he goes to Florida, and he is.
When do you think he makes a decision though?
It's probably after the Egg Bowl.
I saw the report, which he refuted all of it, and he said that ultimatum, and he had to make his mind up before the Egg Bowl or something.
My Ole Miss insider at Jimmy City. He's got a buddy that's on the Border Regions and owns a big old trucking company, one of their biggest boosters. It's at this point, the feeling of Ole Miss is they're saying they're fed up with him, and I get it. It's a lot of antics. I get it, but it's still he's done something there that no one really else has. Like the 2 biggest games in Ole Miss history is the wild 4th down against Alabama that year, whoever Arkansas I think is what that was the Ole Miss Arkansas game, and then when they beat Alabama with I can see the quarterback but I can't name him. So
Bo Wallace.
Yeah. So I mean, it is what it is. They were supposed to be meeting early this week.
Can he meet face to face with them right now, or is it just agents talking?
It's agents. Like this is where it brings in the flight tracking. So
you can't legally, like under contract right now, go and meet with Florida, right?
You can.
Really?
That's what. So this is. I'm trying to figure out where I want to start here because it's been a wild 4.5 days on Twitter. So Knox and his wife go to Florida, go to Gainesville on Sunday.
His mom.
Yes. Not Knox's wife, his mom. They go to Gainesville on Sunday. Then they turn right around on Monday and go to Baton Rouge. He's going to make both of those stops no matter what. It's just a negotiating tactic. Supposedly, Florida tried to throw up a smoke screen today with getting John Summerall a meeting. That wasn't happening.
But what is that?
Yeah, everybody knows that they're all in on Lane Kiffin. I don't think LSU is. I think Summerall.
What does that do though? What does the smoke screen? What does that do? Like what does that benefit?
Just puts him
make people stop talking about Lane a little bit.
Summerall's not represented by Jimmy Sexton, so he doesn't know what's going on. Kind of puts some pressure on Lane to make a decision, but he's going to make a decision when he makes a decision. No one's going to pressure him to do that.
Yeah.
Florida's vetted Lincoln Riley. I know that for a fact. I'm sure they've made calls. They've made calls to everybody.
Brian Kelly.
No. Brett Key. Supposedly today the Florida Jet was in Atlanta, and it's one of 2 scenarios. They're talking with Brett Key, or they're talking with Jimmy Sexton. and then the Florida plane. Yeah, was it yesterday? That was yesterday. Today, the Florida plane was in Columbia, Missouri, which is Drinkowitz, which I would. I, I don't know. I don't know about that one. I don't need that dork in Gainesville.
Yeah, I would like.
So after this is where like the whole time, like Florida Twitter and the insiders on Florida Twitter have said the deal's been in place for a while and it's just toying back and forth. The Sunday that Knox and Lane Kiffin's wife were in Gainesville, the most expensive house in Gainesville went under contract.
And it wasn't like Dan Mullen's old house or something.
It's Dan Mullen's old house.
I guess you can't see who
Where
contracted it though, huh?
You can't. That's not public information. You can't see that. You can see who owns it, but that house is under contract. The same neighborhood that Scott Strickland lives in. That's the nice neighborhood in Gainesville. So that's in my heart of hearts makes me want to believe that he's coming, and that's who's buying that house. But also, I don't know. I really don't know. If it's not Lane Kiffin, I can't wait for Twitter because it's going to be an absolute meltdown. And
they're going to want to fire you. If it doesn't happen, your AD is going to be.
AD's already in hot water because what should have happened, he should have been fired last year, and Lane should already be in Gainesville.
Why does he not like?
You're not competing with LSU.
Did he mess it up last year or something?
No, it's because on the field they
couldn't
around.
Fire Billy after he did that.
They shouldn't have. They should have fired him before he could do that. And then he got a hot head, didn't hire an offensive coordinator. Like there's a whole ramifications for decisions that didn't happen. If he hires an offensive coordinator, we're sitting in a different spot. If he's fired after, 7-8 games last year and he doesn't rattle off 4 in a row, then he's gone. Lane Kiffin should have been in Gainesville last year. I think that's where he wants to be. The whole wife with her dad being a quarterback there, I think in the 70s. And
it's his ex-wife, but they're like back together or something.
Yeah. So I don't know. I really don't know what's going to happen. I just have constantly been refreshing.
I think it gets announced the morning after the Egg Bowl.
Yeah, they have a bye this week, so they don't play anybody, and then they play Mississippi State.
That's when most announces. I just because of my memory, but that's when A&M announced Elko was the morning after we played LSU the last week of the season.
Yeah, and it makes the most sense.
But
the thing is
they're in a playoff run.
They're in the playoff.
Does he just walk away from his team, or does he announce it and then go coach?
That's the thing. If he comes down and announces he takes another job, do you let him coach?
It's not the same as like a John Summerall accepting an LSU job and coaching at Tulane in the playoffs. It's not the same as that because that's like a job you can't turn down. This is like moving from SEC program to SEC program. It's a little more nasty.
Yeah, I mean that's where I don't know. LSU Twitter doesn't want him coaching. If he takes a job and says he's leaving for Florida, they don't want him coaching, which I don't get. I would want him to coach, but
I don't know. Because then you're like, is he
if you make the playoff and hypothetically Mike Elko's like, see y'all, I'm headed to Penn State. Yeah. You don't want him coaching?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I'd be so pissed off that I'd probably just say hell no. But
that's where I think Ole Miss Twitter is at. But
when's the playoff? Like 2 weeks after the regular season ends?
I think it's December 15th.
And then the portal opens up as soon as the season's over?
Pretty much.
So, I mean, that sucks for Ole Miss fans. This is their best season in program history?
Yeah.
And they're worried about this shit right now? Oh, my God.
I mean, it's Lane Kiffin. Yeah, that's what comes with him. People on Twitter are already melting down saying, he did it to us, he's going to do it to y'all. But,
I think it's a little different.
It's Florida. I mean, it is what it is. You're not leaving that job for.
Who would he bring with him? Would he bring the whole staff? I saw something that Pete Golding would just take over at Ole Miss or something.
I don't know. I mean, supposedly, after Billy was fired, it came out that he tried to hire Charlie Weiss in the offseason, Charlie Weiss Jr., who's their offensive coordinator. So, I don't know.
Who's Ole Miss's offense coordinator?
Yeah. So, I mean, I think he would
you
probably.
keep anybody from the staff that you have right now?
The thing is there's 40 people on that staff. I mean, you've seen the team picture. I mean, they gave Billy Napier whatever he wanted. He had everybody working.
Oh,
So,
really?
I mean, oh yeah. You would keep the running backs coach. He was supposed to be the who I thought was going to get the interim, but they went with Billy G because it's just like fourth stint at Florida. So I think I would keep Billy G in the running backs coach. That's about it. Figure out what's going on with the defensive side of the ball later. Like, he's got to bring in a good DC. I would love if Muschamp came back.
He's old. Well, he's at Georgia, right, or something.
He was. I don't know where
like
he was.
Assistant.
He was the.
I don't know. Go get
head coach and
go get LSU's defensive coordinator.
Co-defensive coordinator.
I would go get Baker.
No.
Why?
LSU's defense. Why?
They're solid. They're pretty good. Their offense just sucks. They're on the field the whole fucking game.
No. The LSU's defensive coordinator's been awful.
No, they're actually decent this year.
I think Will Muschamp is. I don't know if he's still there or not.
But I remember he was. I think he is.
Yeah, he still is. He's still with the program at Georgia, yeah. But he graduated from Georgia. Like, that's.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He's probably like part-time in it.
I think he played with Kirby there. He was the associate head coach or assistant head coach and co-defensive coordinator. But that's no longer a thing. And I think his son plays for Georgia. So it'd be hard for him to move. I could live with DJ Durkin.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
If he doesn't get the Auburn job, which I don't think he does. I think Summerall either get that job or.
I think he had a chance. Like, if they would have, who did they lose by like 1 point, or was that Vanderbilt? They went overtime.
Yeah.
That's the thing about Auburn. No one's talking about who Auburn's going to have.
The thing is, the Auburn job's a good job. When you look at it,
I think Summerall probably goes there.
I think Summerall do well there. I think
Penn State might have made a bad decision.
Well, yeah, they did. But I think I don't know. Summerall either ends up at LSU or Auburn. I don't.
Every time I say Summerall to LSU, every LSU person I talk to said they won't hire somebody from Tulane.
They say that, but if the governor gets involved again, probably will happen.
But I'm like,
but there's also like
he's going to leave the state at some point. You might as well put him in your program.
That's got to be another optics thing of if the governor comes in with the Capitals University
and takes him
from there and puts him in Baton Rouge, it's going to look a little weird, I think. That's what makes me think Drinkowitz is there. Summerall's at Auburn. Lane's at
LSU?
I think so.
You go from Brian Kelly, corny ass, to Drinkowitz?
Drinkowitz has done well.
He's a good coach, yeah. I mean,
but I don't want that dork at Florida. I just don't. Like, Lane Kiffin is the perfect fit for Florida. I don't think he's a perfect fit at LSU.
I don't know. I think he would do really good at LSU too.
I think he
would be good anywhere, but
I could do really well. Ed Orgeron did well at LSU. Okay.
Well, they were just talented.
Does he know football? Yes. But
they were just talented as hell, and they had a good coaching staff around them.
Exactly. Joe Brady was the offensive coordinator. Like, he just put people in a spot to succeed, and they were.
He was just a CEO.
If you're a relentless recruiter and you're a CEO, you could be really good at LSU. But he is Steve Spurrier 2.0. That's what
can you imagine Lane Kiffin's offense with the receivers LSU have?
No. Cam Coleman's going to end up at LSU next year.
He might be Aggie.
I don't know about that.
He was committed to us before he went to Auburn when Jimbo got fired. But
I don't know. I think the whole thing is just wild. Like Lane Kiffin is not going to be. That's the only thing that I'm like really for sure of.
I don't know. Whenever they announced he was going on the Pat McAfee show, I thought he was about to go on there and be like, "I'm not going anywhere. I'm staying at Ole Miss."
He had the chance to, but he didn't do
But
it.
then he was also like, "I love it here. I'm worried about He was like, I mean, he was hyping it
That's
up a little bit. I don't know. A part of me thinks he's like, I think he's gone, but a part of me is like, Lane Kiffin is the biggest troll ever, and he might just be doing this to get more money.
That's what scares the shit out of me.
Are they playing Mississippi State at home? Because he might just beat Mississippi State and then take the mic and say, "I'm not fucking leaving."
That's what I don't know. Let's look.
No, they're playing in Starkville.
Okay, yeah. At 11 a.m.
If I were you, I would be hoping they lose to Mississippi State because
At this point, I don't care.
they might get bounced if they.
I just want a decision out of him. Probably the same way the Ole Miss people feel, but at this point, it is what it is. Like, I think he's going to be in Gainesville, and that's what I want. I the more I think about it, the more I think he could just be trolling everybody. But I that's just what I want.
And the Egg Bowl's it's on a Friday. It's on a Friday after Thanksgiving, so
Yep.
Yeah, you'll know Saturday. So you at least got a whole another week of this.
This is freaking torture.
It's torture, but it's also pretty interesting.
It is torture. I don't know. And I want to know so bad. I want to know so bad.
If you don't like, you can just pull Mark Stoops and
yeah, okay.
By the end of the night.
Yeah, okay.
It worked out for us. Worked out great. I'm surprised he hadn't got fired because of Summerall. He actually played at Kentucky. I think if that job came up, then he would go there. But I don't know. You got anything else on Florida?
No, that's about it. So the high school has supposedly followed Knox, and Knox followed him back.
What, the Gainesville?
Buchholz, the high school there. DJ Lagway followed him.
Knox?
No, they followed Lane.
Oh, y'all are deep in the trenches.
Dude, I'm so deep in it. It's ridiculous. It's like it is. I can't. I'm so deep in it. Like I can't.
Them Florida analysts are making some money these couple weeks.
Oh, dude! Like Dan Thompson's one of the guys, and he was calling it for Sunday.
Who's the guy that was like last week talking about check your phones or keep your phones ready?
That was Dan Thompson.
He better pray to God that they hire Lane Kiffin.
That he hasn't
come after his neck.
Let's see. I think he's tweeted like twice since that happened. Like he's been in it. It was. Let's scroll back a little bit. He's just retweeting everything.
Really?
Yeah.
Where does he work for? Like On3 or something?
No, it's something there. Let's see. It was before the game.
Do you have tweet notifications on for Lane Kiffin?
Maybe. Yeah.
He just retweeted record numbers of Rebels in Starkville next week.
Oh, I'm sure. Where did it go? Oh, he might have deleted the tweet.
Oh. He deleted it?
Maybe.
Oh, God. Whenever they announced Summerall was getting interviewed, did you think that meant something bad?
I didn't honestly. I didn't know what it meant when they announced them. I was like,
I just saw all the Florida fans like flipping shit in the comments.
yeah, because we don't want them. We don't.
Well, they were all saying like, "Yep, Lane said no."
The list is one person long, and it's Lane Kiffin. They have one job: get Lane.
Marcus Freeman.
You had to make the call there, but still on Twitter, everybody wanted Lane.
Yeah,
I mean, it was the short list at the beginning was Dan Lanning, Marcus Freeman, Lane, and so you had to make those calls because of what they're doing, but they're not going anywhere, and I don't know. I really don't, and it makes me mad. But it's been so much, and it's only been like 5 days of this, and I've got to go another 10.
Yeah, I don't know why it's like. Well, I guess because it's close to the end of the year, but why it's just ramped up like crazy the past week.
Yeah, he tweeted out, "Pay attention to your phone Sunday. Have a great night."
Oh, that's why.
4 million impressions.
Jesus Christ.
4 million impressions. And
what's the rumor? His salary, $15 million. What y'all offering?
It's going to be
what's the most paid coach right now?
He'll be the highest paid coach.
Kirby. What's Kirby at? Like 13 or something? 14?
Kirby's at like 13 and a half.
They just gave Elko 11, and he's like top 5, I think 5.
Yeah. Kirby's at 13.3. Ryan Day's right behind them, 12 and a half. Lincoln's at 11 and a half. Dabo's at 11 and a half. Sark's at almost 11. So yeah, they put Elko right in the mix in the top 5, but he'll be the highest paid.
Wait, Lincoln's top 3?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Josh Pate also said a week ago to look out for Lane Kiffin. Or not Lane Kiffin, Lincoln Riley.
Yeah, Florida's vetted him, whatever that means. Whether they've had conversations about it or not, I don't know. It's full bore on.
I mean, that's like 10 years or 10 years ago, Lincoln Riley. I mean, Lane Kiffin. Lincoln Riley.
They have a recruiting class right now. Yeah. USC does. Yeah. I mean, if you get a little momentum there, I mean, who are those California kids going to go play for? Most of them go out of state.
But and UCLA sucks.
That's what I'm saying. Like, stay in LA, get paid a bunch of money. They've got all the money they need. So it's probably like it'll probably never get back to the Pete Carroll days. But who knows?
I don't know. Maybe with NIL.
Possibly. But I think
their fan support though is kind of iffy.
Like it's in LA. That's the tough thing. But yeah, he's got to get paid. From what I've heard, the deal on the table from Ole Miss is like 14.7.
And y'all offer 15.
It'll be. I think they've both, since LSU came into the fold, it's probably 15, 10 years, 150, which is just crazy. But it is what it is. Some dude on LSU on Tiger Bait was like, yeah, why don't we just pay a coach $1 million a win? And just sit back and let him come march in.
I mean, no coach is doing that.
I mean, you go undefeated is $15 million right there. Plus, you got the incentives. You win the national championship, probably win the SEC. Or 16. I think if you win your conference, go to a conference championship, get a bye, you play 16 games, 16 million, plus probably another $1 million or $2 million for winning a national championship, plus another $1 million for winning your conference. It's not a bad idea. Like I think it was someone. It might have been who's the on-3 guy from Florida. He's like basically just give them $10 million a year for 5 years. Like that's pretty much standard, and then build the incentives on winning. Like you have a 10-win season, boom, there's $1 million. You win your conference championship, $1 million.
They want that guaranteed though.
I know.
Plus, they're all going to have incentives for playoffs and conference championships and all that stuff. Because, I mean, year 1 or 2, he's probably not going to win 10 games in year 1. I mean, transfer portal, you never know now, but
yeah. But
crazy.
I want Lane Kiffin in Florida. I might cry.
Who's your real second choice, though?
Real second choice?
Like, yeah.
The problem is number 2 on their hot boards probably Drink, and Riley, and then probably Brent Key, and Summerall turned it down because he didn't want to be a.
What about Clark Lee?
No.
Dillingham? No. Arizona State?
Possibly. I think Dillingham would do really good at LSU.
Yeah.
But he's from Arizona, and I think
Brent Key went to Georgia Tech too, right?
He did. He said, "Cut me open and see what colors I bleed."
He wouldn't turn it down though.
I don't think he would.
You can't.
I would. If we don't get Lane, I'd be perfectly content with Lincoln Riley. If there's anybody else, there's going to be a riot.
Yeah.
Just kind of how it goes.
Virginia Tech hired James Franklin.
That's perfect for Virginia Tech.
And apparently they got a bunch of NIL commitments now, and
they do. And the majority of Penn State's recruiting class is probably going to go to Virginia Tech.
Yeah. And Clemson's on the downfall with the ACC, so
Miami always finds a way to lose. The problem is Virginia is having an up year, but hey, it's
not sustainable though.
No, it was
especially being in the same state.
Yeah, I mean, I really don't know. Who do you think wins the Heisman right now?
You want my biased opinion, or you want my honest opinion?
I want your honest opinion because we all know you're going to say Marcel Reed.
I think they're going to give it to Mendoza. He's minus 100 right now.
Yeah.
Or something. But I guess Mendoza, he really haven't had no crazy Heisman moment, though, in my opinion.
If Missouri was any better, Ahmad Hardy would be in the conversation, and he should. But
yeah, I've always said Heisman should be after the playoffs, and that's what's going to.
It should. Yeah, there's no reason it shouldn't. I think Jacob Rodriguez should be in New York. If Manti Te'o got to go to New York for his season, you put it apples to apples. It's kind of it's going to be Jacob Rodriguez.
Yeah, I don't know.
Manti had 8 turnovers on the year, but he had 7 interceptions, so it made it look better. And
Julian's saying he really hadn't had it. I mean, he's been great, but
he's on the undefeated team. He's on the undefeated number 1 team in the country. He's going to be in New York. It's going to be him, Mendoza, Marcel. Because they're the 3 quarterbacks for the undefeated teams. I think Ty Simpson just dropped out with the loss against Oklahoma. So then it opens up.
Oh, Johnny Manziel just put 14,000 on Marcel to win the Heisman.
I don't think it's a bad bet.
To get paid out 100,000. Because I think you get conference championships before the Heisman vote.
I think you do.
And he would have to completely ball out for that. But I mean, if you would say Marcel was going to New York 5 months ago, people would probably looked at you a little crazy.
There's a tweet. Fernando Mendoza, pros, NFL size, NFL arm, mobile enough, elite accuracy, great touch, great pocket presence.
Have you seen his interviews?
Cons. He's a dork.
Yeah, have you seen his interviews?
Yeah.
Somebody was like, it looks like every interview he's reading off a whatever you call it, the news people have. It's just generated speech. Yeah. I mean, he seems pretty smart though.
Yeah.
Where did he come from? Did he transfer?
No.
You sure?
I think so. Yeah. I think so.
Yeah. If Signetti didn't get an extension, would you want him?
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I was surprised he stayed in Indiana.
Even though he's old, but I mean,
yeah. All the people aren't saying Nick Saban's going to come out of retirement anymore.
Oh no, he transferred. He transferred from Cal. Mendoza did.
Cal.
Yeah.
He seems like a Cali guy.
Yeah.
But I don't have anything else.
That's it for
It's
me.
going to be a crazy week and a half, 2 weeks. Cupcake this week, but next week's rivalry week, we got the Lone Star Showdown in Austin.
Yep.
When the 11-0 Aggies roll into the 7-5 Texas Longhorns.
Possibly 7-4.
Oh, I wish I could go to that game, but the tickets are going to be crazy.
Either way, they're going to come out 8-4.
Well, they could win Arkansas and us, but we're a better team. But a part of me thinks some crazy shit's going to happen in that game. It's going to be a hard one to pull out, but I think we do it. I was trying to find a spread on it. I haven't found a spread on it, but
the 8-4 Texas Longhorns. That's weird.
If you'd have put those two records up with no logo,
it would be.
You'd be like, oh yeah, that's preseason number 1 versus A&M.
Yep.
And I saw a tweet when people were talking about, because now the new thing is A&M hadn't played anybody, and I mean you could say that they definitely have a favorable SEC schedule, but if you compare it versus Ohio State and Indiana, but it's like we were predicted to like get 9th or 8th in the SEC.
Yeah.
The SEC media days, we didn't have one first place vote out of all the people.
Well, I couldn't say preseason I disagreed with that, but
yeah, I know. But it's just like people were acting like we shouldn't, they were expecting us to go undefeated. But
yeah,
whatever, I'll take it. It's the best season I've been alive for, so it's definitely great. But I don't think I've enjoyed it as much as I should. I think I've been on the edge of thinking we're going to lose every weekend.
Hey, but you can't go 8-4. Texas can, so that should make you happy.
I was definitely happy when we went 9-0.
Yeah.
I was like, it's mathematically impossible. But that's all I got.
I'm done.
All right. Well, we'll see y'all boys next week. Yeah, catch us on all the socials. Lufkin playoff game Friday, right?
Friday in the Woodlands.
Yeah. So y'all make the trip if you can, and we'll see y'all later.
Peace.
Peace.